As far as the process goes, are you going to appeal this week? Because I think the inauguration
Yes.
would be next week. So you're going to appeal this week?
We're appealing this week. As a matter of fact, right before I came on, I was on the phone with my attorney. I'm going to call him as soon as I'm done here, and we're going to work through our appeal plan.
Hi, it's Alonzo Bodden with another Rebel HQ TYT video, and today we are talking about Kari Lake. That's right, the woman who just can't lose. Kari. One of the definitions of insanity is doing the same thing and expecting a different result. This could also be a definition of the Republican Party after every election they lose. Here we go again. It was rigged. It was false. The voters weren't blah, blah, blah. And now you're sitting here on this made-up Real America whatever network talking to Steve Bannon. Steve Bannon is telling you that your legal opinions are sound. A man who has been arrested and indicted for contempt of Congress, for money laundering, and for fraud. Oh yeah, that's the guy you want to go to run your legal ideas past. Hey Steve, you think this is going to work? Sorry, I just got my own handcuffs off.
This is also why she's now calling for sanctions on you. You've contested this election in really a very tightly argued case, which I think has huge grounds for appeal, and they took out the signature verification, which is probably the biggest aspect of it. She's calling now for sanctions on you personally, right, to shut down your voice?
I'm just looking through. It's almost comical. I mean, I if I didn't laugh, I'd probably pull my hair out because of the insanity of what they did on Election Day to sabotage our sacred vote. And now they're trying to sanction me to pay for their lawyers. This is outrageous.
Kari and her lawyers are going to work through an appeal plan. And I think this appeals plan involves some magic beans, some burning sage, and praying to idols. They would pray to Donald Trump, but he's got his own problems going on. And you know what, Kari? He's not even actually the president. He can't help you with this one. You laugh at a judge's decision. You call it comical and almost insane. That's a great idea. You know, judges love when you laugh at their decisions. Keep it up, Kari. Let's see how this works for you. And Steve Bannon, oh yeah, he's going to be on your side. I'm sure he'll recommend your next lawyer be Rudy Giuliani. Yeah, that's the ticket. Good luck with this fight. No, there isn't even a fight anymore, Kari. Kari, you and Bannon are sitting there. You talk about being in a bubble. You two are sitting there talking to each other about a fight that no one else is in. And you talk about the sacred election process. Well, Kari, it's somewhat sacred, but it's actually pretty simple. See, people vote, and then they count the votes, and then the person with the most votes wins, and the person with the least votes loses. It's called math, Kari, and that's what they use. It's not sacred. Get those magic beans ready. Kari, at what point does reality set in? You are looking at a judge's decision on paper with specific damage amounts for specific damages and actions you've taken. He even included the interest rate in case you can't pay it. Then he signed it. He's a Superior Court judge, Kari. This is real. You're sitting here with Steve Bannon saying, this is nothing. I don't have to pay attention to it. Listen, Kari, Steve is trying to keep his own ass in jail. And I don't think he has any of that fake wall money left to loan you. Listen, you better figure out how to pay this. At what point is a judge's decision real? These are Republicans, the party of law and order, the party of respect the police, the party of blah, 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 until it applies to them. This is a real election, this is a real judge, and this is a real decision. You keep laughing, Kari, and then you're going to find out what a real jail looks like. Remember a few years back when the Republican Party still had some sanity left and still had their arguments and reasons for them? Well, one of the things they wanted to fight, and I believe this was under the Bush administration, they wanted to go after frivolous lawsuits. They were tired of people suing just because they felt like suing. Now the Republican Party has mastered the frivolous lawsuit. And here we go again. Kari, you're pretending this isn't real. This is real. The frivolous part is your fight. The frivolous part is your appeals. This judge wants money. He wants you to pay real damages for real problems that you have created. Now you continue to ignore him, and like I said, you're going to find out what real jail is. And where are the upper echelons? Where are the real Republicans? Are there any sane Republicans left to talk to these people and say, knock it off, come up with a plan, and try to win an election based on, I don't know, policy and reality? Could that be rather than, I don't know, being mad at pronouns or whatever you're mad at this week, Kari. Listen, this is real. It was a real election, even in Arizona, even as you waved guns at the polls and everything else, all your voter intimidation technique, you lost. Okay, let's say it again. You lost. One more time, because it's actually kind of fun to say. Kari, you lost. Keep calling this judge frivolous and comical. I can't wait to do the videos next week about Kari Lake in jail.